Welcome back to Break the Ring. Today, as you can see, my outfit is a little bit more formal because today is the first ever Break the Ring podcast End of Year Wrestling Awards. Now, as you can see, I got my suit and tie on right now. And don't ask me about how I tied this. I didn't actually tie it. This is from my Halloween costume because I was Paul Bear.
Those who know.
But Parker didn't want to be all fancy today. He didn't want to get dressed for this occasion, so we don't like Parker today. And welcome to the first ever BTR Podcast Wrestling Awards. And if you have a name for this that we can call these, because I like Stash Club has the Stashies, everybody has the Slammies, but like, what are we gonna call these? The Brokies, the Breakies? You know what I mean? So
Um,
the
the
BTR.
fatties.
I was kind of thinking about that last night, but we're just gonna call these the BTR Awards, okay? So,
Yes, King.
without further ado, let's get into the first section.
I will do this one.
Okay, start us off, Parker.
Okay, so for the first award, it is the best televised wrestling show of the year. Um, so the nominees are Raw, NXT, Dynamite, SmackDown, and Rampage. Um, all of these were good except for
Rampage.
maybe Rampage. Um,
Actually, no, Rampage was great.
so
They had the AJ variant
shut up.
and Matt Cardona.
So Matt Cardona, you can be the Matt. Sorry, but
Sorry, somebody
obviously
dusted my tie.
Rampage is out, but the winner of the best televised wrestling show of the year, in our opinions, is NXT.
Congratulations,
Um,
NXT. Congratulations. We picked NXT
um,
because we truly feel that it has evolved in all sorts of ways. You know, last year it was kind of mid for the most part, but it has become very, very well, especially changing from NXT 2.0 to what it is now.
mm-hmm.
Moving on, the next award is the Best Ring Announcer of the Year. The nominees are Samantha Irvin, Alicia Taylor, Mike Rome, and Justin Roberts. And the Brokey, the BTR award goes to opening the letter. Samantha Irvin. Although she no longer works for the company, she carried WWE's like announcements for a while. So much so that Chelsea Green's theme
100%.
song is forever changed because of her. Who knows where she's going to next, but she made an impact in those like couple of years that she worked there.
The next award is Commentator of the Year. So by commentator, we mean the people at the desk. So we have Michael Cole, Vic Joseph, Wade Barrett, Joe Tessitore, Corey Graves. I believe that Taz should have been a nominee as long as so we had some AEW representation in here. But you know what? That's okay. So the obvious winner of this award is hold on, opening the letter. Michael Cole.
You know,
I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I voted for Vic Joseph.
for those of you
I
who don't
meant
know,
to click Vic.
because it's the two of us, we voted on this, and since we don't have a following, we had to. So any of the tiebreakers, I had my brother vote on, and I didn't tell him
Mm-hmm.
who voted who, so he wouldn't be biased. But yeah, Michael Cole ended up winning the vote. Michael Cole is a legend in all of wrestling right now. He's been going for like 20 years now, and he's only missed like 3 days. Only? Like, dude, that's commitment if you ask me. Like, submitting yourself for 20 years and only missing 3 days. 3 shows.
Oh yeah,
That's going from kindergarten all through college and only missing 3 days, bro.
for real. That's wild.
That's insane. But, I mean, it's kind of different because he loves his job. A lot of people hate school.
Oh yeah,
But but Vic
type
Joseph, I know
crap.
Vic Joseph did end up winning Busted Open's award for best commentator.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Tessitore though could go up there, especially with his old sound, because a lot of people were saying that he fit right in on Saturday Night Main Event because he sounded like an old commentator, an old announcer type
Which
guy.
he is, not in a mean way, but I'm saying like
Like he
he's
has that.
commentated like every sport ever.
He has that like grammar and language, like the way he pronounces his words sounds a lot like Howard Finkel and all them.
Oh yeah. Um, I
Do
was
you
gonna
want to
say
move on
something.
to the
Oh,
next one? Or?
I want to go over the reason why I voted Vic Joseph. The reason I did vote for Vic Joseph, well, I meant to vote for Vic Joseph. The reason I meant I was gonna vote for Vic Joseph was because I feel like yes, Michael Cole's an amazing announcer, and sure he did better this year. But in my opinion, I feel like Vic Joseph is even for being NXT, he makes NXTs, especially on the show, just makes it so much more entertaining, so much more energetic, makes every move feel more powerful when he talks. Like I just feel like the way the tone of his voice just makes everything just perfect.
I would have put Booker T on here, but I feel like in the sense of this, he is below the other nominees in this category. Not saying that he's bad, but he's definitely improved.
Oh yeah.
If we did a most improved commentator for some reason, he would have won that.
Oh yeah.
He's become more serious with it.
Definitely.
Comedy wrestler of the year. This is a wrestler whose main job is to make the crowd laugh. They're not really like, not that they're a bad wrestler, but more of just they're there as a comedy act to bring joy to the viewers. The nominees are R-Truth, Otis, Harley Cameron, and Chad Gable. R-Truth, he's a generational talent. He's been going for years through many, many different companies, and he's stayed strong. He's like what 50, and he's wrestling almost weekly. At the
Hmm.
beginning of the year, he was wrestling weekly because of Awesome Truth. Otis, he's just kind of a gimmick. His whole thing is just saying "Oh yeah" like 25 times a match. Um, so that's why I put him under
Truth
this
is
category.
52 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy. Harley Cameron has been doing a lot of comedy recently, which it's not been bad, but I just don't. I don't know. She's just kind of cheesy in my opinion. She's not relatively bad, but I would put her up there as one of my favorites. And lastly, Chad Gable. At the beginning of the year, when he was with Alpha Academy, he was very, very good. Um, but the winner of Comedy Wrestler of the Year is R-Truth. This man, like Parker had just said, he's 52. And go back and watch any of his matches from like recently. He is still moving like some of the young ones. Like he keeps up. Like Miz never
I'm
had to
I'm
carry any of
just
the matches.
I just hope he finds out what happened to Tom and Nick Mysterio. So our next award is the surprise of the year, and there's 5 nominees for this. The first one is Naomi, Royal Rumble, Andrade for the Royal Rumble, The Rock, who had returned on multiple occasions, Undertaker, WrestleMania 40 Night 2, and Jordan Grace, Royal Rumble 2024.
This is a
And
heater list. Like
this
honestly,
this is an interesting list. I'm gonna be honest. I voted for Naomi. She didn't win. I know it's a spoiler alert. She didn't win. The reason I voted for her is because I didn't see any leaks on Twitter, nothing about her coming out. I didn't know who she was until I saw her name pop up on the screen.
um,
Be so for real.
okay.
Okay, and the winner of it is Undertaker, WrestleMania 40, Night 2.
I
And I
mean,
think
dude,
the
come
reason
on.
this is a big surprise is because a lot of people were expecting Stone Cold because the whole Rock and things. My uncle never like really reacts to wrestling much. The only time I've ever seen him react is Joe Hendry's debut and The Undertaker because The Undertaker, like you're not
He's
expecting that. You're
electric,
expecting
bro.
the
He's
glass
a
to
legend.
break and stuff.
And the gong, dude, bro.
The dong? What about his
The
dong? Sorry.
gong, the gong, bro. The gong.
Sorry,
It's a
sorry.
gong.
It's a dong.
It's
I swear on everything, it's a dong.
We're not gonna get into it here because we're supposed to be professional today.
Shut up.
But yeah, like, dude, when you hear that first initial sound, dude, it's so like, bro.
When you
If
hear the
I,
dong go off,
it's not a dong, it's a gong, bro.
It is a dong.
We're not gonna get into it here. We're gonna leave that for hot takes, which we're gonna start doing, I guess. Um, but yeah, when you hear that sound, let's just leave it at that. Bro, it's bone chilling, bro. Like,
So genius.
debut of the year. This award is going to the person or people that had some of the greatest debuts, whether it be a surprise debut or just their match or appearing was great. The nominees are the Wyatt Six, Jacob Fatu, Joe Hendry, Big Boom AJ. Now, yes, I know Joe Hendry debuted beforehand, but we're talking WWE AEW type. He debuted on NXT on the June 18th. I don't remember that because it's my brother's birthday. So that's what I mean when I say Joe Hendry is him in that battle royal. Uh,
It was June 18th, you said?
yeah, something like that. I believe, or no, June.
Oh, we
Yeah, June
he,
18th. Because it's my brother's birthday.
his birthday's 10 days after mine.
Wyatt Six, great debut. That segment on Raw after the match with Jay, when he started doing the Fireflies and then they came out, that was a great segue into it. Also, just their appearance was insane. Jacob Fatu, that was a great debut also because we had the whole thing where Cody had cornered Solo and he started just laughing in his face because Jacob came out of nowhere and started super kicking him in the like. Great debut by Jacob because we'd had known about him for months. Joe Hendry, he'd become an internet icon at this point, and him appearing at NXT was unheard of because he was from TNA. Big Boom AJ, come on, man, it's AJ.
I voted for Joe Hendry.
We know, we know. But Big Boom AJ, of course, bro. I had to put him on here. It was so legendary, and I hope that he isn't just a PLE or a pay-per-view guy with AEW, and that he has matches on Dynamite. Ultimately, here the winner is the Wyatt Six. They did end up getting the tiebreaker vote from Jaden because he loves the Wyatts. Um, we both do, and yeah, the Wyatt Six ended up to take home the BTR Award for debut of the year.
The next award is for the best non-championship wrestler of the year. And this is talking more about for the WWE wrestlers. This is talking about more about the main rosters of the main roster. Uh, One man on this list did have a title in NXT, but this is more for main roster stuff.
It wasn't for like a lot of the year, but
Um,
also he lost it pretty quick.
yes. So there's the five nominees are Ricochet, Javon Evans, Ilya Dragunov, Anna Jay, and Sheamus.
I
And
personally think, hear me out, just 1 second. I think Sheamus was an underrated pick here. Um, he really did have a good end of the year. I didn't vote for him. I believe I voted Ricochet. But Parker, if you want to tell us the winner,
Javon Evans, your boy is bouncy.
yeah, I mean, dude, Javon has had a great year. Like
Oh, 100%.
he's
So Sigma.
he's come from the shadows, man. He came out of nowhere, bro. Like if you ask somebody
For real,
last year
bro.
who Javon Evans was, unless they watch NXT Level Up, they'd be like, I don't know who you're talking about, bro. I genuinely
Yeah.
like. Moving on to the next award, the NXT Superstar of the Year. The reason why I did this is because, in no offense to NXT, they obviously were going to get overshadowed by the main roster players on both AEW and WWE. So I figured we'll give them their own Superstar of the Year. The nominees for Superstar of the Year are Javon Evans, once again, Trick Williams, Oba Femi, Kalani Jordan, and Roxanne Perez. All of these wrestlers have had fantastic years. Trick, Oba, Kalani, and Roxanne all had championships this year. Roxanne's still holding hers. Oba just lost his, and Trick has his once again. Uh, but ultimately, the winner of the NXT Superstar of the Year is Oba Femi. And my tie came off. Oh, whatever. I personally do think it should have been Oba Femi. This was unanimous. Both Parker and I voted for him.
Yep.
And I think you ask anybody really who watches NXT weekly, they would probably give Oba the chance, like this award for sure. Uh, a lot of his matches were entertaining, and if they weren't entertaining, it probably wasn't his fault, to be honest.
Yeah, he 100% deserves this award. I think this is the award where I was the most. It was the award that I was just most like, oh yeah, it's him, because you everybody on this list has had an amazing year. Everybody, there's no doubt about it. But Oba's year with his North American title run, everybody thought Wesley was going to beat him at what was it, Heatwave?
Yeah, I
Everybody
believe
thought
so.
he was gonna. I believe it was Heatwave. Everybody thought Wesley was gonna beat him at Heatwave, and him just like that super F5 that he gave him
Oh yeah, they called
was
didn't
one
they?
like
He flipped it like 3 times, so they posted and they call it an F15. I'm pretty sure.
yeah something like that. But it's just the stuff that Oba's been able to accomplish is like it's crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets called up to the main roster anytime soon.
I definitely think that he very well will be in the Rumble, and probably the main roster soon.
The Rising Star Award. This person, to explain the award a little bit, just the person slowly becoming a top contender in their division. Um, so the nominees are Javon Evans, Jacob Fatu, Jade Cargill, Karrion Cross, and Lyra Valkyria.
I think this is a really great like set of
Cool.
wrestlers for
Yeah.
this award because you can make an argument for a lot of these to be the next award, which is the breakout star, because they are all way better than they used to be. But they all have the potential to become something better. Javon Evans hasn't won a championship yet, so if he wins one next year, he very well could be the breakout star. Jacob Fatu just started with his push, but he hasn't gotten any championships yet, unless you're going to count the tag team titles, which weren't really his. Jade Cargill, great as well, but she hasn't had many solo matches. Karrion Cross with this whole Final Testament and Wyatt Six storyline has been great. This is the most I've enjoyed Karrion since his NXT days for sure. And Lyra very well could be the women's IC champion when this tournament comes to an end.
Um. Yeah. I mean, all these were obviously all these could get picked. Honestly, I wasn't really thinking about Karrion Cross at all. He's been good, but I don't think he's worthy of this award.
I definitely
To be
think he
so
was.
honest.
I definitely think he was. I think he was a good person to put on here because he has gotten better, but I just don't think he's as good as the others. But yeah,
That brings us to our breakout star award.
no, we didn't say the
Jonas?
winner. You didn't say the winner.
Yeah, we did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, my bad. So the winner of this award is Javon Evans, the
Wow.
only person on this list.
Second award win for the young OG.
Technically, the only person who's made this list twice.
Solo, yeah, solo, like by themselves, yeah.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to go to the award that we have previously mentioned, the Breakout Star. Um, little description for you. This person quickly rose to the top and has become a top tier contender in their division. And honestly, you can see them winning a title at any second. Some of these have titles right now or something to do with the title. The nominees are Braun Breaker, IC champion, Bronson Reed, Daniel Garcia, the TNT champion, Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank.
Wait, don't wait. Say her name again.
I have it muted, so it's not gonna work anyways. And Julia. Um, like I said, Ron Breaker has a title, but he just got to the main roster this year. Like he just started being concurrently on TV. Bronson Reed, literally one of the whole thing with him hitting 15 tsunamis or whatever it was a promo to make him a star. He said it himself. I will make myself a star if I have to, and that's what he did when he murdered Seth Rollins. Not actually. Uh, Daniel Garcia won the TNT title off of Jack Perry, who was a credible champion. He hadn't lost for a bit. He carried it from All In, or no, not from All In, from Double or Nothing to what was the last pay per view? Full Gear, which is a pretty good reign. Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank, she won that pretty quick, and she was what? She got eliminated in the semifinals of the U.S. Championship tournament.
Yep.
She's very credible, and I could see her winning the championship with her briefcase. And Julia, like we said on the podcast, she has a match against Roxanne at New Year's Evil and could possibly win it. She's a credible person who could win a title at any point. Now, to announce the winner of the award. The winner of the Breakout Star of the Year is Braun Breaker, your Intercontinental Champion. I definitely think this is the right pick here. He's already a two-time Intercontinental Championship holder in less than a year, which is a pretty great accomplishment. So, yeah.
So the next award is Tag Team of the Year. Oh, sorry, um we have five um tag teams for this. The five tag teams are the Judgment Day, being what I assume JD and Finn. DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. The Bloodline, being Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. Street Profits, being Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. And MCMG, being Alex Shelley, and I forgot the other one's name, and I feel really bad.
Sorry. I mean, dude, they've what is it? Like all of these tag teams have come close or have held tag titles this year. Street Profits, I definitely think should have won them at some point, but everybody else has them at one point. Judgment Day are currently tag team champions. DIY just won them last week. Bloodline just lost them Bloodline just lost them a couple weeks ago to MCMG, who lost them to DIY. And Street Profits have had multiple tag team title matches this year, including the WrestleMania ladder match.
Yes. No, the Street Profits weren't in the WrestleMania ladder match.
They weren't? Oh no, you're right. They had that
No,
match
they had
afterwards.
the match
Yeah,
with
yeah, that's what I'm
Bobby,
thinking of.
Carrion,
All right,
and AOP.
my bad, my bad. All right, announce the winner, please.
Bad Kitty. Bad Kitty Jonas.
All
The
right,
winner of the Tag Team of the Year is DIY.
I do like that choice. I really do. Um, at the
I do
beginning of the
too.
year, they weren't doing so hot, but then toward this last end, I think the heel turn made them win this award way more than anything else. They are the champions, and they just switched
I
their
just
whole
farted.
bro. They just switched their whole character, and I really like it what they're doing with them. And I feel like Gargano and Ciampa are gonna be great heels, let alone champions.
Yeah.
Uh, Now we're going to move on to the best talker, the best on the mic this year. I'm gonna leave that in this year because Parker voted for somebody that I don't think should have won in general. The nominees are CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, The Rock, and Cody Rhodes.
Wait, who did I vote for?
You voted for Rock.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Not this
Dude.
year. Not this year.
Yes, 100%.
Not over CM Punk, who wins the award. The winner is CM Punk, best on the mic. I definitely think him and Drew are top two. Uh, and that's not that The Rock sucks or anything. It's just that we had a full year of Punk, Drew, Seth, all of them having promos that were banger after banger. All the promos leading into WrestleMania, which one of them is up for promo of the year, dude, that is the best promo like of all of WrestleMania storylines. Like
Whoa,
that year,
that's
well,
big.
that year, like this year's WrestleMania 40, that is the best promo before WrestleMania that we've probably ever had. They just, the hatred that they had for each other was so good. But moving on, Drew McIntyre was obviously a close second. So was Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes was all right, but his promo with Kevin Owens that just happened got him up there for sure. Rock did good, but at this point, it's getting kind of washed, bro. That's all he does is just yap, 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 bro. But the winner of the best talker is CM Punk.
Yup.
Parker, carry us on to our next award, please, if you do so kindly.
The next award is Promo of the Year. So there's only four. First one is Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, the promo that Jonas was literally pretty much, I think, just talking about. November 22nd, when KO was in this crowd, and people were starting to side with KO then. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre. Raw, March 25th.
That's the one that I was just talking about too, with all three of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Before
Um, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk when they had their face to face after right before the Rumble, Raw, January 22nd, and Paul Heyman revealing the fifth member of Bloodlines War Games
Which, don't forget,
being
I'm not, when I say that, I'm not just talking about him being like, oh, fifth member's Punk, and then that's it. I'm talking about the whole brawl afterwards, too.
yes. SmackDown November 22nd, which I just want to point out,
That's what I've
November
noticed, too. I
22nd
noticed this,
having
too.
two November 22nd having
But look at
two
January
of the four
22nd.
best
January
promos.
22nd as well was also on here. All the 20, like
Oh,
three 22s. And
ooh,
then 25, what are the odds, bro?
that's wait, and then I think there was a SmackDown on March 22nd too.
Who knows? Alright.
There was a there was what the that's weird, dog.
Alright. Go ahead, Parker. Who's our winner?
So the winner with his second win of the night, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre, Raw, March 25th.
I mean, I wasn't trying to spoil it just now, but bro, this promo was so good. We had Drew and Punk just going back and forth. We had the little segments of Seth talking about Drew, and then Punk would just start yelling at both of them. It was beautiful. It was beauty. It was everything that needed to happen to make WrestleMania feel like greatness. And let me tell you, everything that happened at WrestleMania 40 with these three men was also greatness. With Damon cashing in and oh, just chef's kiss, dude. Storyline of the year, bro. We should add that on here. I think we can both agree. Storyline of the year goes to Punk and Drew.
Oh, 100%.
Like, oh, so good. Moving on to the female wrestler of the year. Our nominees for the category are Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Rhea Ripley, and Mariah May. All of these women have held championships this year, and most of them currently are. Bianca's currently holding one half the tag titles. Liv is holding the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Nia is holding the WWE WWE Championship, and Mariah is holding the AEW Women's Championship. Rhea held it earlier this year as well. But there can only be one winner, and the winner is Mariah May. Um, she is a great champion. Like, I like how she has had to. I like this long term storytelling that AEW's been doing with her. They've been going on this since last year. She followed Toni Storm all the way up until All In, where she then turned on her best friend and took the title from her. And on Winter is Coming, Toni Storm ended up returning. So that's pretty cool. I wonder where this is gonna go. And yeah, I do think Mariah May is a great choice for female wrestler of the year.
The 5 nominees for Male Wrestler of the Year are Swerve Strickland, Bryan Danielson, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes. I'm not going to spoil it. I disagree with this decision 100%.
I don't know how you can, bro.
I feel like it should have been Bryan. It's not Bryan.
You voted
Swerve,
Seth.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Swerve
oh my
freaking
god, oh my
Strickland, dude.
god, oh my god.
How
You
did
voted Seth. Okay. Yeah, the winner is Swerve. Parker. He held this belt.
bullshit?
He listen.
Bullshit.
He held this.
Bullshit,
Let me talk, you fat.
bullshit.
He held this belt for so long, and
I
every
don't
single
care. He
defense
sucks.
was 5 stars. All Out wasn't even a title match. It was the best match of the year for AEW. Him versus Hangman in that steel cage, unsanctioned, lights out. Bro, that is one of their best matches ever, and they've had like 5. Bryan Danielson versus Swerve, top tier all in match of all time. Bryan Danielson versus Ospreay, top tier match of all time. Bryan Danielson versus Samoa Joe, top tier match of all time. Or not Bryan Danielson, Swerve. Dude, Swerve didn't have a bad match this year with the title. And Seth or Bryan, whoever you wanted, Bryan held the belt for only a month. And before that, he wasn't doing anything. Before his World Championship tour, he wasn't doing anything for the company. Besides being there because, oh, it's my retirement tour. And then when he retired, once he was going to that retirement age, everybody was like, oh, this is great, I love him. But after that, like, it was only a month reign, and then he's gone now. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't agree with that. But, hey, winner is Swerve.
Bullcrap, bro.
Alright, bro. Lastly, The match of the year. The nominees are Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland, All In 2024. Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland, Forbidden Door 2024. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell Bad Blood 2024. Swerve versus Hangman, Lights Out Unsanctioned match at All Out. Um, yeah, I mean, dude, I can't even lie. We both know it. I'm pretty sure we both chose this immediately as we saw it. The
Oh,
winner
I
is
did.
CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood 2024. I mean, dude, that match was just so good. The spots, the story, like we said like 5 minutes ago, storyline was best of the year. Punk and Drew's segments were so good, some of the best of the year as well. There's nothing about that rivalry that wasn't good besides them wasting the Money in the Bank briefcase, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Jay should have won that briefcase.
That would have been great. That would have been great. Is that all you have to say about this, Parker?
I mean, the match was awesome. Like Drew not wanting to wipe off the real blood that he got busted open. Oh my god, you have so many chins right now. Um, Drew not wanting to wipe off that real blood that he got busted open with the toolbox was. I just thought that was awesome.
It was, dude. It made the match feel so real because it was real. Um,
Yeah,
but with that being said, this was your annual, if this is still going next year, uh,
it will be.
your BTR Podcast Award ceremony for 2024. Thanks for watching, and we'll see ya next time.